Hey, Prince Rana here, and thank you for dropping by. In this video, we'll look at one of the favorite pastime of the so-called auditors. That is to bother employees in a post office. Maybe in US, audit doesn't mean the same thing as it does in UK. Or maybe these frauditors keep using the word, but they don't realize it doesn't mean what they think it means. We will talk about the legality, and most importantly, we will look at the elusive poster 7 that we'll hear the frauditors keep eluding to. Let's jump in.
Well, the sun is out today, it's October, and the sun is definitely out. Got the American flag. So guys, today I'm doing a First Amendment audit, and we are here at the post office, and we are on Northern Boulevard, and this is the Little Neck, location. I want to thank everybody for being with me on this video, this audit. And so we're gonna go ahead and see if they got the poster 7. Most importantly, see if they respect it. All right, to film in a public place.
Generally, an audit is the examination or inspection of various books of accounts by an auditor, followed by physical checking of inventory to make sure that all departments are following documented system of recording transactions. When it comes to security or software audit, it can be checking the source code and the infrastructure to confirm that it is behaving as expected. Walking around and recording is anything but auditing. And I'm feeling like a broken record, but still feel compelled to mention it. Accessible to public is not same as public place. The First Amendment protects the right to gather information about what public officials do on public property, and specifically a right to record matters of public interest. For example, Supreme Court is accessible to public, and yet it does not allow recording. Post office similarly is not a public place. It is an independent agency of the executive branch of the United States federal government and have their own policy when it comes to recording.
Got the door open. So they don't have the poster 7 here. Normally they will have it like right here.
There we go. Sooner or later, they're bound to mention it. Just for fun, maybe I will keep a count of how many times this guy mentions poster 7.
Got the mailbox, poster boxes here. See one of these. So the post office is now hiring. You need a job? Come to the post office. They'll hire you. Not everybody though. Only some people. How you doing?
Hi.
Feel free to share your other address. That's why he came out. Maybe he knows the law. Maybe he knows that I can record. That's good. That's a good thing.
Or maybe he's thinking, damn, it is one of those idiots, and I don't get paid enough to deal with that kind of crap. Just saying.
Let's go inside. Let's take a look at some signs here. The different kind of packaging that they offer to the public, to the customers.
Again, this is not auditing.
Talking to me? How you doing? Are you sure about that? Are you a betting man? I bet you I can record in here. You guys have a poster 7 that allows recording. Do you know about your poster 7? See, you don't know. Your poster 7. It's a poster 7 you guys have that allows me to record in here. Every post office across the United States has it. Come out. I'll explain it to you. Come out, sir. I'll talk. We can talk out here. Oh, okay. But he don't want to come out.
At this point, I was contemplating if I should wait until the end to explain poster 7 or if I should do it now. Actually, if I do it now, for those who are unaware of this super important document, it will be easier for those to laugh at these morons. So let's look at poster 7. Basically, it is rules and regulations governing conduct on postal service property. Before we get to the part all the frauditors hem on about, let's look at some other important bits. Under general restrictions, we have conformity with signs and directions. All persons in and on property shall comply with official signs of a prohibitory or directory nature and with the directions of security force personnel or other authorized individuals. Under specific restrictions, we have disturbances, basically disorderly conduct or conduct that can hamper or disturb the employees or general public in transacting business or obtaining the service. Under public assembly and public address, we have leafleting, distributing literature, picketing, and demonstrating by member of the public are prohibited in lobbies and other interior areas open to public. Again, this goes to show that First Amendment, the right of the people to assemble, is not applicable inside the post office. Under enforcement, we have security force personnel will exercise the power of special police and are responsible for enforcing the regulations in this notice in a matter that will protect USPS property. Postal inspectors, Office of Inspector General Special Agents, and anyone designated by the Chief Postal Inspector may also enforce these regulations. But obviously, frauditors are not known for their education or being able to read the whole poster. Thus, you will often hear them ask the question, "Are you the postmaster?" Anyway, the section they always cling on to is photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. So let's read the whole paragraph. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel or a federal court order of rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head. Now just rely on a frauditor to read part of the sentence. But as grown-ups, we can read the whole paragraph. Now, a public meeting is a planned formal encounter open to public observation between staff members and one or more outside persons. Just to sprinkle some additional topping, there is right to know law that is devoted to assuring the meetings of public bodies will be open and government records available to the public. The statute does not create a right to speak at public meetings. So when these so-called auditors walk around with camera, it is not a public meeting, which means it falls under other photographs which may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head. Now I'll make a prediction. Once they manage to read and understand the whole paragraph, these frauditors will change their tune to "Policy is not law" and "Policy does not trump First Amendments." Just wait and see. I hope that clarifies poster 7. Maybe take a drink at your own peril. Every time the auditor mentions it, I take no responsibility in case of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, help the customers. I'm not doing anything to nobody. I'm just recording. Hi. Are you the postmaster here?
I'm the manager here.
Okay, so I was explaining to your colleague over here that the poster 7 allows me to record in here.
Oh, the irony. His video has the text, "Meet supervisor, very uneducated." In fact, it is the auditor who's uneducated on recording regulations.
You guys are supposed to have your poster 7 out here. Every post
Poster
office,
7?
yep, poster 7. I'll show you exactly where it's supposed to be. I do this all over I work for myself, I'm a journalist.
Having a YouTube channel does not qualify as being a journalist.
ID?
I'm not giving you ID, I didn't break any laws. You only give ID when you break a law. I didn't break any laws, I'm not doing
And
anything
you're not
wrong.
supposed
Well, technically not correct. Though that rule doesn't apply here. But in that same poster, it mentions that for one to be there when the post office is not open to general public, one must show his or her ID.
to take the video here.
I'm explaining to you that I have a right to record here. You guys are supposed to have a poster 7 right here that allows me to record here. You guys are supposed to have it here.
You're not supposed to take the video.
Okay, well, you can call NYPD. I'm not going to leave. So if you want to do that, do by all means. But I'm explaining to you that you're making a big mistake. And who are you, by the way? What's your
I'm
name?
the supervisor here.
Okay.
And don't take my photo.
Well, you started talking to me.
Start drinking, you all. Now remember the enforcement part from the poster? So yes, the supervisor is not making a big mistake.
You are violence of my privacy.
In the United States of America, we have rights in here. You don't have no expectation of privacy in
Let me
public.
call the post office. Police.
Okay, have it. They'll explain it to you. They'll explain to you that I have every right to do this.
You.
Right, wrong. So there is no expectation of privacy in public, but post office is not a public place, but is accessible to public.
You don't show me
I
ID.
have every right. I don't have to show you ID. Who are you to me for me to show you ID? I don't have to show you my ID. You guys going to be in violation, and you might get sued. You might be in for a lawsuit. So I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Yeah, right. There is no violation, you moron.
Postal police knows exactly. Don't call NYPD because that's not their jurisdiction. You want to call postal police because they know.
Say that again? Hold on.
Postal police knows, not the NYPD. Postal police will know that I have every right to do this. Yep, call them. Yep. Oh my God, you're a supervisor here and you don't know that you have a poster 7? That's sad. That's pretty sad that you guys don't know.
Well, something is definitely sad over here. That is, how a grown-ass man like you do this instead of getting a real job.
Hi, my name is Lou. I'm calling from Leonard Post Office. I'm the supervisor in Leonard Post Office. A gentleman here refused to give me his ID, and he's taking the video in our lobby.
Yep.
So I need the postal police to come here to help me.
Well, technically he doesn't have to give the supervisor his ID. But he's not allowed to record without permission either.
Yep. Tell them about the poster 7. They know about the poster 7. And ask them about the poster 7.
Okay, I'll call 911. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Uh-oh. Oh man, don't call 911. I'm scared. Don't call 911. Please. I'm begging you. Please don't call 911. I don't want to get in trouble today. Please. Oh my God, she's gonna call 911. Oh my God, I'm scared. Should I leave, guys? Should I leave because she's calling 911?
Basically, the only reason these morons go around causing shit is they're hoping for an unlawful arrest and then suing the police for a big fat check at taxpayers' expense. So if you live in USA and pay taxes, you should be disgusted at these people. They are literally leeches on the society.
Well, you know that the NYPD this is not their jurisdiction, right? They don't have anything to do with postal property. That's why you have postal police for.
What the freak is postal police force? This moron is filming in Northern Boulevard, which is under NYPD. They do have partial jurisdiction.
Hi, this is not gotta go.
Emergency 911.
No. I have somebody disturb our office operation in Little Neck Post Office.
Oh, you just told a lie.
50-10 Northern Boulevard.
Oh my God, she just told a lie. She just told a lie.
250-1.
A guy with a camera is recording. You're making a big mistake.
Little Neck Post Office.
Wow, it's insane how people don't
Northern
know.
Boulevard on the corner of Marathon Park.
They don't know. They don't even know their rules and regulations. Like, that's crazy. And they don't even have a poster 7 here.
The man is taking the video in our lobby, and he refused to show me his ID. And I told him
You don't have to show you ID.
he's
For
not
what?
allowed to take the
I am
video
allowed.
in our post
Okay.
office lobby.
All right. Very uneducated.
No, he's not a customer.
I'm a journalist.
I didn't see any of the weapon he carried.
I got a camera. Wow.
A black man.
Hispanic.
Spanish. He
Latino.
Said, he said Latino.
I'll come back. Oh my God, don't call the cops. You want to call the cops?
Black hoodie.
Red hoodie.
Red hoodie.
Oh man, I can't even give the description right. You said I have a black hoodie on. Oh man,
No.
it's a shame.
No. Medium. My last name is Luke. How are you?
So Miss Lou is gonna be in for a big surprise.
Excuse me? My cell phone number is 917 224
This lady right here.
0682.
So this is lady. This is the supervisor for the post office who don't know anything about the Postal 7 that allows me to record in
Thank you
here.
very much. Sure, thank you. Bye.
Now we wait, right?
Of course.
But you do know after this is over, they're going to explain to you that I have every right to do it. And I try to explain to you. I try to be professional with you, but you don't want to listen to me. I do this all over the 5 boroughs. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have many videos about the post office. I'm a journalist. This is what I do. And in the United States of America, we have rights by the Constitution. We are allowed to record in public places. This is a public place. I have every right to be in here. So I try to explain to you. Now you are going to get an education today.
So, with many videos, our auditor still didn't get around to read that damn poster. Such a shame.
If they know the law, they're going to agree with me. If they don't know the law, then we go to the next step, would be lawsuit. Next step is lawsuit. And I don't know if you in for that, because that's going to make you look bad if you get sued.
Now we get to the actual gist. According to the auditor, if the police agrees, then they know the law. Otherwise, they don't. What an ego on this man. And really, it is the lawsuit that is the final goal. And I'm almost sure that one can't sue an individual in this scenario. But don't hold me to that. I guess in US, anyone can sue anyone. What a land. He'll be rambling on for a couple of more minutes. One thing I will give him though, not much dead space in the video.
Because
I will not.
how do you don't think so? This is a public place. I have every right to be in here. I have every right to record in here. I explained to you that you guys don't even have a poster 7 here that allows it. I will show you, but I'm recording. The poster 7 is supposed to be right here for the public to see. It's not for you guys. It's not for you guys. Are supposed to follow that policy. You know, so it basically says that I have every right to record in here. It gives you a breakdown of what's not allowed on postal property. Recording, as long as I'm not going into any restricted areas, I'm okay with where the public is allowed. I can go. Well, inside there too, because the public is allowed to go in there. This whole area.
Just as well that we covered the poster 7 earlier on. Rumor has it that if you say poster 7 3 times in a row, an auditor would appear.
Gonna spider stamp? Are you
What?
gonna ship the package?
If even if I was going to buy a stamp, I'm not going to buy a stamp now.
Anybody will have a transaction.
That's not true.
Welcome in here, all right?
That's not true. But we'll wait. You know, and you know the NYPD. This is not. They don't have anything to do with postal property, right? You do know that, right? You don't know. That's why you called the NYPD.
I asked you kindly of not.
I don't have to show you. I don't have to show you ID because. Listen, when you show ID, I haven't broken any laws. Why would I? Why do I have to show you ID? Let me see your ID. Let me see your ID. No, you don't even have an ID. How I know you work here? How I know you're not just a person from the street? You come up to me telling me, asking me for ID. You have no name tag. You have nothing that says the post office. You could be a person from the outside. You know, I don't know that. Anybody could come in here and say I work for the post office. That guy, he had a blue shirt on. At least I know he work here, but I don't know if you work here or not.
To be fair, it is a valid point. But at the same time, we also know that even if the lady right now showed her ID, nothing would have changed. The auditor would still be parroting the same dialogue like a broken vinyl.
So, you guys are in a big violation because you guys don't have that postal 7 here. So, I wish you would have called the postal police. They would have came here. They would have told you that I have every right to be here, and then you would have went back and you would have learned something today.
Did I comment on the massive ego this guy has?
So guys, we are here, Little Neck Parkway, and we are waiting for the NYPD because Miss Lou here called the police on me because she don't like that I'm recording. So we'll wait.
And waste some resources and oxygen while at it.
Okay. So how long? You guys don't have the postal 7. It's a shame. It's funny that you don't even know what the postal 7 is. That's really sad. You're a supervisor here and you don't even know about your own poster 7 that's supposed to be on your wall.
Technically, they do have a poster 7. Admittedly, an older version.
I have to know more than you about your job? That's not right. That's not cool.
Oh, buddy, I'm sure they have actual job to do that is not on that poster. So I seriously doubt that you know more about their job than they do. Dunning-Kruger in full effect here.
So, let's wait. Information, restricted area. 2 doors here, ma'am, is restricted. I wouldn't be able to go inside there. As long as the public is allowed to come here, I'm allowed to come here. And you said I couldn't record you. There's no such thing as privacy in public. As long as you're in public, anybody can be recorded. Anybody. So, we'll wait.
Really? Does he not have anything better to do?
Police is coming.
Well, it is a shame that police didn't get there in time, according to the auditor. And if they did, all they would have to do is trespass him from the premises. This is where the original video ends. There is nothing much to discuss here. We have already covered the poster and can understand what it says. As usual, these guys are there just looking for an easy paycheck and nothing else. There is no looking out for general public interest and such. Unfortunately, these auditors are getting better. And they do ride that thin line where it can be argued that they are not disrupting the flow, just being a nuisance. Well, that's all for today. Drop a like if you have enjoyed this video. If you want to be super awesome, please consider subscribing and so on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated and helps with YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. Wherever you are, have a safe day. Signing off.
We are one people.